Hello and welcome to the Utica Home Track Series All-Star Challenge. This is the open race. We have 40 cars here trying to work their way into the big show, and as the starting grid rolls past, we're going to talk a little more about our event tonight. We have quite a few drivers here. Trek Togger sitting on the pole for this. Now, the top two are going to be making it into the final event along with our fan vote, so we'll have to see which of those drivers it will be. We will reveal the fan vote at the end of the race, so stay tuned for that. 40 cars here are on the grid. Should be a great event as you see the rest of the drivers rolling past. Some of the top names in this sport, plus a lot of our rookies and some of our drivers running a limited schedule. A lot of drivers here today. As we take a look at the format for the Open, we have 19 laps here at Talladega. First and second place will transfer into our final event, and the fan vote will transfer. There will be no caution flags thrown during this portion of the race. And each lap leader will get a $20,000 bonus. That means every driver that can get to the lead at least once during the day will get $20,000 added. It's going to be pretty strived after. That'll increase passing, hopefully. And pit stops are not mandatory, but you may need to take one if you get caught up in something. Now, 39 cars are approaching the starting line as Justin Benoit, car number 22. He wrecked 2 cars. One in qualifying and one in practice. So, unfortunately, he will not be able to start this race as the driver's going down to the line. They've started today's event. Trek Togger in the race lead. He's got Joshua Michaels to the outside, car number 13 in the Sony Chevy. He's getting a little help, Trek Togger, from Brock McMahon, car number 44. The number 44 car really likes the Talladega circuit. It's won here before. Won last year with Alex Tanker. Alex Tanker is going to be in our big event, the official all-star race, since he is the winner at Talladega from last year, as Trek Togger pulling into the race lead, getting ahead of the rest of the pack. Willie Decker following him in that old 2000 Chevy. They have not yet gotten the support funds from JFI. We have not heard any word on them. So as you see Jonathan Benton diving down to the inside. Look at that pack back there. As cars just covering the entire racetrack, going 3, sometimes even 4 wide. But coming to the line, Trek Togger is going to lead the first lap of the race, and he's going to get $20,000. Look at this gaggle of cars as they go around this Talladega Speedway. This is our helicopter cam that's going to be joining us for the race, hopefully getting us some great camera angles. As you can see, this middle line seems to be going the fastest as the outside line's kind of slinking behind. Chris Aurelio was running in 10th place. He's dropping like a rock through this field. See cars dodging and weaving everywhere. Look at Brandon Bain near the bottom of the screen, threading the needle, and just couldn't do it. Almost turns Brian Benoit, car number 75. As we look through this pack here, you got cars tandeming. We got some cars just going with the draft here. Now, the tandem does not really work with these cars. It doesn't give you that much of an advantage. Not many drivers are going to be doing that. But look who's going to the race lead. It's Willie Decker, car number 1X. Now, Willie Decker's been heavily in need of extra funds. So that $20,000 in his pocket is going to be well spent. But he's dropping back as the inside line, which includes McMahon, Robinson, Young, and Beatty, is really going past him. Decker, not one of the fastest cars on track here today. He's going to have to try his best. Now look at Dylan Young. Look at Thomas Beatty, car number 11, making only his 3rd run in a Utica Home Track Series car. This is looking to be a great event. Actually, I think this might actually be his 4th, because I believe he did attempt the Sonoma race, but failed to qualify. Look at him running up near the front. You see the 6th car of Nicholas Guerra, and Brian McMahon trying to go for the race lead, not going to get this lap, as Trek Togger is the race leader. As we said, the 44 car, this car went to victory lane. So he's hoping to put the number 44 machine in victory lane today. And victory lane will result in him getting into the All-Star Challenge, see if he can win a little more money. Now, Tanker Motorsports has had a great year with Brock McMahon, but no wins yet. As you see, Thomas Beatty, as we mentioned a little bit ago, threading the needle. He's worked his way up to 2nd in the History Channel Ford, as he's trying to push McMahon ahead. But look at that, making the dive to the inside. Can he make it, or will Zachary Robinson's contribution to the draft for Brock McMahon help him? No. Robinson's going to switch sides. Can Beatty get the race lead going down to the line? And yes, he will. And Zachary Robinson not able to pass him just yet, but he's going to hope to get around him in the near future. We look back to the final 4 cars on track. These drivers have lost the draft of the main pack. That's Petrov in the 09, the 77 car of Jeff Evans, who still has heavy damage from Martinsville. They tried to repair as best as they could, but that car is not running up to full speed. And there are the Cortez father and son duo. Both of them not doing very well here today. And the issue with these guys is that they're not really working as a team too much. Now I think they're starting to get the idea of two-car tandem, but Stubbs Cortez is just going to let Jeff Evans go on the outside. So these drivers are going to really have to work together if they want to try and catch up to the main pack, which you can see there is being tailed by Dion Scott in car number 25. Now all these drivers in this race have yet to win a race, but they have made an attempt this season, so they are eligible. As you can see, Zachary Robinson, car number 5, going to the race lead, but look at diving to the inside. That is Joshua Michaels, car number 13. Now Zachary Robinson had some good starts in that 5 machine, but things have kind of dropped off lately. Things have been going more in Andrew Robinson's favor. Robinson, the 43 car on the inside, having much better runs. But Joshua Michaels going to the race lead now. Michaels, we've heard rumors that he is one of the drivers that has gotten several votes in the fan vote, but we don't know exactly yet who is the winner, so keep casting those votes. But it looks like Joshua Michaels is going to get into the race lead. He wants to race his way into this one if at all possible. Now we look back at Chris Aurelio, car number 27. Brother Michaels going to be in the All-Star Challenge for winning at Monza. But Chris Aurelio, this car is not running well today. This car has been pretty off pace and is just dropping through the field. He started 10th, but this car is already about to drop out of the main pack, being held on only by Dion Scott and Michael Creed. You see other drivers with lesser setups like Prudence Littlejohn and Munib Pesky getting past him. Chris Aurelio not enjoying how this car is running today. He's going to be probably rooting for his brother Michael in the All-Star race if he doesn't pick up this 27 car soon, but we still have quite a few laps left. He's got a chance to go. There's Jack Darby moving to the inside in that number 1 machine, driving the Phoenix, Indiana Motorsports entry. He's currently running the slowest of those cars. Those 4 cars in the back caught up, and now it's a battle of the Robinsons in the front. Let's meet the Robinsons. Andrew Robinson to the outside in the 43 car. Zachary Robinson to the inside. Andrew Robinson led the lap, but Zachary Robinson's going to take it away. So looks like both of the Robinsons going to be getting $20,000 richer after this open. There's Brock McMahon, car number 44, trying to upset the party, going to the race lead. Now, McMahon has not led a lap yet, as he was passed by Togger early on. Togger, I don't even know what happened to him. He's just, look at him, he's really dropped out of that top group. Jonathan Benton, Shelby LeGray, and Nick Capps have joined this top group, and Willie Decker's back in contention, having one of his best cars. You can see Nick Capps drafting with Willie Decker on the inside. Brock McMahon's going to get the race lead, and Zachary Robinson goes up into the wall. We have Ray Tacula, car number 13X, running with teammate Joshua Michaels. Now, Ray Tacula was supposed to have a special scheme for this race, but something went wrong in the mailing of the decals to the RGE Motorsports shop, so the decals did not arrive yet, so they had to run out with the old scheme. They're hoping that if they make the All-Star race, that they can get the graphics on in time for that event. If not, they're probably just going to run it next week at Indianapolis for posterity. But the RGE Motorsports car working together on the outside, but they're getting passed on the inside by this fast line of Benoit Schock and Young, with a little help from DeMarco, and now Adam Dunlap, car number 67. They're going to get kicked to the middle, drafting with Shelby LeGray, car number 28S, and Nicholas Guerra, car number 6, is giving them a bump. Brock McMahon, car number 44, is going to get sucked back on the outside. See, look at all these drivers that have just moved themselves up into this huge pack of vehicles. Joseph Bryant running to the inside, car number 80. He's running with his teammate Seth Cole, who's running just to the outside of him. He's running in this big pack. We got 4 wide back there. And whoa, Seth Cole's turned. Kevin Ulrich is going to get into him. Cars going everywhere. I see Zachary Robinson, Prudence Littlejohn. Joseph Bryant's going to be all right here. But we're going to take a look at another camera angle right now. There's Seth Cole. Matt Duell. It looks like Petrov has some damage. Darby may have gotten a little bit of it. There's so much smoke we can't see. Let's take an actual look at a replay. Now look at Seth Cole running in the midst of this pack of cars. And he's just going to get turned by Zachary Robinson. Brandon Bain's going to get a piece of it. Matt Duell, as we said. Julian Kenneblythe Jr. Hard contact from Bob Cortez in number 86. And that car is destroyed. I'm trying to see who else was involved with this. Petrov obviously was slowing down. Let's take a look from the helicopter cam. Can we notice any other faces in this? I think we might have gotten the bulk of who there. Esteban Cortez and Jack Darby might have gotten a bit of it. But a lot of carnage at about the midpoint of the race. But it looks like no cars are going out at the moment, but there are several cars on pit road. Quite a bit behind. Andrew Robinson back to the race lead, but look at this on the inside. It's Brian Benoit, car number 75. We're not sure where he came from, but he's worked his way up to the front. Son Justin was unable to start his number 22 machine. They wrecked it twice this race weekend. And son Tyler is going to be in the actual All-Star event. But Brian Valentine going to the outside. Jonathan Benton's trying to get a little help from Dylan Young to get by the number 43 machine. Now, everyone's battling for these first and second place spots. Benton's is currently just one away, so he wants Dylan to maybe help him. Who knows, maybe they both can be the top two and work their way into the All-Star Challenge. A lot of top-notch drivers up here near the front. A couple surprises in my opinion, as Brian Benoit is not a driver I would consider a front runner, but having possibly a run of his career. Billy Bishop, car number 58, has been having a pretty mess season after Megville, and he's holding up this line of cars. This car's not running as quick as it usually has. He's holding up Joey Beatty, car number 12, who had a great run at Martinsville, and there's Jerry Garrow with his new paint scheme, the 7-Up machine. 3 wide as Jerry Garrett's going to thread the needle. And there's Dom Capps, car number 24. Also some grumblings about Dom Capps potentially getting the fan vote option. We'll have to see if he does. There's also the 84 car, Brendan Patterson, trying to show his oval track prowess. But a lot of... Oh, we had something that happened on track I'm getting word of, and this is a replay of it. Justin Capps, car number 48, is going to have a breakdown. Going to get into Ray Tacula. And, oh! Jeff Evans, Chris Aurelio, going to plow into the number 48 machine. The 48 machine goes on 2 wheels. Let's go on board with Chris Aurelio. Ooh! Oh, and that's something that Chris Aurelio wanted to see coming at him. And Michael Creed's also going to get a piece of it. And there's another slide up there. I'm not exactly sure who it was, and we're getting a report. They're taking Chris Aurelio and Dustin Capps to the garage area. They're done for today, as Dylan Young in the Outback Steakhouse Chevy goes to the lead. Dylan Young is a very impressive driver. I see great things coming from this driver in the future. He just needs to make sure he can make these races. At the current moment, he's making progress, running near the front at the Open. There's Andrew Robinson, who's just been stuck up there in second place, which is something he likes to be. And there's Alex DeMarco coming up, and look at that right behind him. That is Adam Dunlap, car number 67. Where did he come from? He was running about mid-pack all race long. We haven't heard about him too much during the year, as he's running a limited schedule. But he's showing that he has a good car today. He's trying to go to the race lead. Really driving this drafting line on the inside. Trek Togger has really lost ground, but he's starting to work his way back up. Drafting with Nick Capps and Eric Schock. And look at that, he's back up in the main group. Shelby LeGray is also going to get up into the main group in that unsponsored number 28S. Now, both of the LeGray racing cars are in the All-Star Challenge. Maria Camiso and Jamie Murphy, both race winners. Shelby LeGray is trying to get this car up in there as well. The Trek Togger, car number 60, has been chasing a win since 2011. He's one of the older drivers in this series. And he's still winless. He's trying very hard to try and get that win. If it wins it today, it doesn't count as a victory in the official count, but it will be something that will give him a confidence boost, as his closest run to victory came on the Super Speedway of Daytona in 2012. Well, look at this pack of cars battling for the race lead. Alex DeMarco was your race leader that time. Thomas Beatty working his way to the inside. Eric Schock is up there in the number 33 machine. No one has wrecked the number 33 yet, so that's a good sign for Eric Schock. She might have a chance to make it into the show. But look at that, there's a lap car up there as the 86 of the 86X of Bob Cortez, I assume. We'll have to see when we get closer. But Alex DeMarco losing some ground. A lot of drivers passing on the inside. Yep, there is Bob Cortez. Thomas Beatty was the lap leader, as Alex DeMarco and Nick Capps stuck on the outside. Well, look at this. Are we going to have 4 wide? Yes, we're having 4 wide racing back there. And look at the 86 car stacking all these guys up. I don't see any good coming of this, as Adam Dunlap's going to take a huge lead based on this stack up, and all these cars trying to pass on the inside. Oh, and look, Eris Shock is getting held up right behind the number 86, and so is Alex DeMarco, having a car that could have won. It looks like he's going to be trailing behind, as you see Joey Beatty on the apron. Look at that, and look at how close that was. Eris Shock almost got sideswiped numerous times when they were going 4 wide in that highly compact run, but Bob Cortez is going to ruin Alex DeMarco's race. Dunlap, his lead's going to get brought back down as Thomas Beatty, Brian Benoit, and Jonathan Benz are going to catch up. They're going to force him out of the way. Dunlap's been pretty good, but he's not that good to lead on his own without any drafts. He has to have a drafting partner. Now, teammate Brian Brote is in the All-Star race. He was a winner at Zandvoort and a past winner of the All-Star Challenge. Adam Dunlap has had a lot of struggles. He's better at rallycross, so he's trying his best to see if he can get a good run in the stock cars. Brett Hatham, Thomas Beatty. There's Brian Benoit running up there close. And look, I believe, is that the Guerras running up there? They're trying to draft each other up to the front. Now, we don't have too many laps to go. Who will be able to take the race win? Only 2 laps to go. Adam Dunlap, car number 67. He's up into the race lead. Thomas Beatty's going to get sucked back. Trek Togger's back up in the picture. There's the Guerras. Young is up there. Michaels is up there. Benton's going up there, and my mistake, I believe we might actually be on 1 to go. Yes, we are. So there we go. Brian Benoit, he's all by himself. He was able to successfully get Dunlap and Beatty out of his way. He's all alone up there as the pack tries to catch up. There's lap traffic, but it doesn't seem to matter anymore. Coming to the line, Brian Benoit. His son was unable to start this race, but he's going to get into the All-Star Challenge, and so will Shelby LeGray. Car number 28S, who's running an unsponsored entry. I think she might be running the Indianapolis race next week due to how well this run's been. And we have some dirt being kicked up over there. We're going to have to see what that was about, but congratulations to Benoit Motorsports. They have 2 cars in the All-Star race. LeGray Racing's going to have the trifecta up in there. And we had the official results from the fan vote, and we'll announce those after we take a look at the replay of what happened. And so close for Johnson Benton's car number 92, and Nicholas Garrett, car number 6. Let's see what happened. Alex DeMarco. Oh, Alex DeMarco's going to break down. Oh, this has been a very unfortunate run for Alex DeMarco, who looked like he had a shot at winning this race. And look at that mechanical issue for the number 51 machine. And that is just upsetting. And look, that's where the dirt gets picked up as he tries to keep on the apron. That's a shame. And now it's time for the fan vote winner. Seth Cole has won your fan vote. And it was very close between he and Dom Capps. Both of them got a good amount of votes. So did Matt Duell. But Seth Cole has the most votes. So Seth Cole will be the 3rd driver working their way into the All-Star Challenge. Congratulations to Seth Cole in the Hershey Chevy as he finishes. This is a replay of him finishing the race, battling with Prudence Littlejohn and Esteban Cortez. Now let's take a look at the official race results. Brian Benoit and Shelby LeGray are in. Then there's Jonathan Benton's, Nicholas Guerra, Adam Dunlap, who had a great showing, the other Guerra of Jerry Guerra having a great run. Then Dylan Young, Trek Togger, Thomas Beatty, and Ray Tack had your top 10. That was not Joshua Michaels, my mistake. Then Decker, Capps, Beatty, Capps, Shock, McMahon, Bishop, Robinson, Patterson, and Joshua Michaels rounding out the top 20. Then Bryant, Scott, Peskic, Kendall Bliss Jr., Darby, Robinson, Petrov, and then there's Seth Cole, who's going to have to fix that car up a little bit before the All-Star race. Then Littlejohn, Cortez, Duell, Bain, Creed, we're on the lead lap. Then DeMarco, Cortez, and Evans were a lap down. Kevin Ulrich was 2 laps off the pace. Justin Capps, Chris Aurelio were out. Justin Benoit unable to start. Thank you for watching the Utica Home Track Series Open. They're going to have a qualifier race, and then they're going to go into the actual All-Star Challenge. So I hope to see you there for that event.